Yo, what is up, guys? I am pretty happy to today, say today on this video here that I am officially back in business, okay? I am officially back in business. Say it with me. All right. They thought they could stop me. They really did. They thought they could stop me by, taking all my stuff and all my really nice cards. But hey, you know what? I activated my trap card, the credit card, and we bought it all back. So we back in this. You saw a while ago. I kind of just posted I posted some videos while I was on a Christmas trip. When I got second at the Seattle Regionals. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Sky Striker recently, but definitely still keeping this deck in the vault. Got it saved up for you guys, and today I actually have an updated version from the last time. It's still has Sky Striker cards in it. I don't think there's another way to play this deck that's correct right now. Like maybe you could do some Brilliant Fusion shenanigans, but I really don't like that card in this deck, just as a personal thing. So, anyway, let's stop talking and get right into the profile, all right? So, my Fluffal lineup really hasn't changed that much, but we are going to start off with the 3 dog, 3 wing, 3 bear. Every time, we're always going to play 3 of these. There's really no other way to do it. You might play 2 wings, maybe, but no, not me, not me. I have changed the ratios here a little bit, though. I'm now only playing 1 penguin. I was a little bit tight on deck space, and I really wanted to just cut 1 card to make it 40. So I started playing 1 penguin, and it's been fine, honestly. Like, you search it when you need it. You're not playing Desire, so you're not too worried about banishing it. And it's not a necessary card to have in your hands at all times. It's kind of just, like, nice when it's there. That's all for the Fluffal monsters. Now we move on to the Edge Imps. We play the 1 Scissors, so that helps us make the 2 fusions that need it. And then we play the 3 better Edge Imp Chain. Unfortunately, he doesn't make the really good Fright Furs, but he himself is really good because he has a floating effect. It searches for your best card in your deck, so yeah. We definitely are playing 3 of him every time. We're playing 3 Fright Fur Patchwork. This card is just obviously absurd in this deck. You just always want to play it. It's like the reason we're playing this deck right now. So yeah, we waited 3 whole years for it to come out, and now it's here. All right, 1 of each of the other search targets for Chain. I think it's important to play both of them. Some people only play Fusion, but I think Factory is still good. 3 Poly. Unfortunately, this is an archetype that is locked to having to rely on regular polymerization to make its plays, which is really sad, honestly. I wish they had an archetypal poly, but, we do what we can do, so. Yep, 3 of that. And then 3 Vendor. Obviously, just a really good search card and one of the best ways to get to your Fluffal Dog. 3 Engage. This is just so nuts in this deck because you're almost always resolving the 3 effect, which is the reason why it's so good. And the options this card gives you is insane. It can do so many things. We do only play the 1 option in our main deck, but we do side a second one. We play 3 Widow Anchor now. Now this is the hugest difference from the last list I posted. And I think it's super important to be playing 3 of this right now because Thunder Dragon is a threat, and it does shut down this deck. Unfortunately, Sheep is, while Sheep is good, Colossus and Titan do have that protection effect that do not activate. So Sheep cannot kill them normally. You have to use a way to get around them. In the regular sense of the word. So, unfortunately, this is super necessary, and yeah, it's also just really good. It helps you push damage. It helps you with TK. So, yeah, definitely playing 3 of that. We play 1 drones, obviously, and then we play 1 Ray actually. what I've found after doing just a lot of like local games and stuff like that is that I like having a turn one play, and Ray really gives you just a solid turn one play. Like you're just able to. I'm playing more striker links in the extra now, so I'm playing the Ray along with two Kaguri, one Shizu, and one Hayate. I'll explain that ratio later, but yeah, she's super good because just floating into your links and getting back your anchors is just so important for pushing. Right, 3 Foolish Burial Goods. Now this card is dual purpose in this deck. It can send Vendor and engage, or if you're locked under Colossus, you just want to send the anchor and then add that back off of Kaguri, which is also just very strong. So definitely a 3 of. I just think it's too good not to play 3 of. And then the 2 Twin Twister. This is just kind of a blanket card. It really helps in a lot of matchups. Back row, back row, back row. All right, onto the extra deck. We play 2 Kaguri. Let's put these right next to each other. Oof. Nice. The ulti Shizuku. This is like my favorite part of this deck now, is how good this looks alongside these anyway. Yeah, they're just so nice together. Anyway, so this ratio, turn 1, you're gonna be using 1 Kaguri, right, to add back the engage or whatever to activate it again. And then turn 2, oh sorry, still in turn 1, you're gonna be changing that Kaguri into a Shizuku, and then passing, searching another card, probably a Widow Anchor. And then turn 2, they're gonna kill the Shizuku. It's gonna float into Ray, and then when they attack the Ray, you're gonna attribute the Ray to summon the Kaguri, and then the Kaguri is the second Kaguri is going to add back the Widow Anchor they used to negate their monster effect during their turn, which totals you with a total of 2 Widow Anchors in hand. Both, and it's important that the second one was added from grave, so it's not stopped by Colossus. So that allows you to have 2 Widow Anchors, so you can stop 2 Colossus if necessary, or just take 2 monsters, which is normally the case. And then if you just take 2 monsters and make a fusion, normally they're dead. So yeah. Amazing card. Hayate, this card points down. I think that's like the best part about it in this deck is that it points down, but also obviously the synergy between this and Kaguri and sending a card, adding it back is nothing to scoff at. So we cut down on the Frightford a little bit. We're playing two Sabertooth. It hurts me not to play 3 of this card, honestly, but there's just this extra deck is so tight, and I'm just having trouble fitting everything in. So we're at 2 right now. Yeah. So 2 Kraken. He has become even better with the rise of Thunder Dragon because he actually can use his effect to send Colossus to graveyard. So if you can get to him, you're in a good spot, honestly. You are just able to out the Colossus. Unfortunately, Colossus still hurts even with this, so it's nice to have the Widow Anchor to get rid of it, to just get rid of its effect. So, yeah, I just feel like this isn't enough to stop it, so we just play the Widow Anchors too. This card is specifically geared towards my locals, where I think there's a total of 3 people playing Cosmo right now, and like 2 people playing Burning Abyss, and I just don't want to deal with it. And like this card is just really good in both of those matchups, so you play it. The 2 really strong 1-ofs, yeah, they're just like you just want to play these cards. They come up when they come up, and when they come up, they really just blow out. So still playing 2 rank 8s. I think this is the correct thing to do. Turn 1 is to make a Kraken into a Sabertooth, overlay them both for a rank 8, and then set some Widow Anchors. I think that's like the strongest thing this deck can do going first, and honestly, it's not that bad. So, yeah, solid. We play 2 Nightmares. I don't really know what to say about these. They're just very generic and good, and you'll just find yourself needing them more often than not. So, yep. That is the extra deck. We will move on to the side deck, which is geared for, guess what? Thunder Dragon. So Thunder Dragon is your hardest meta matchup. And this card is just kind of absurd, honestly. You can make it, and then it just flips other guys. You're allowed to play again. You can search. You can do all your searching, all your vendor plays, all your. You can resolve patchwork, which is really important. So yeah, this card is very important to open. You just want to play 3 of it. I play, as I was saying, the second target for engage. So when you're playing against like a stun deck, it's really nice to have access to afterburners as well, because it's afterburners. This card is insane. Second twin for stun decks as well, but you know, it could be used against like Trickstar, or when you're playing against Striker. That magic can be hard too. Widowmaker is a hard card to play around, so yeah. Impermanence. This card is great. It allows you to negate a Colossus. It's a nice trap when you're going first against some decks. Like, you can just side this in, and it's just a really good, like, just bait them out kind of thing. Anyway, 3 evenly matched. I side this in versus Thunder Dragons and Sky Striker, as far as meta goes, and then against certain stun decks. Super Blowout, a lot of people just don't expect it, which is really weird. Especially Thunder Dragon players, they reasonably don't expect this card, because a lot of people don't side this for Thunder Dragon, but it's weird that a lot of Sky Striker players don't expect this card. They like play like way into it. They just like set like 9 cards. They like resolve their multi-roll for 2, and then they also search 2 cards to set, and then they have the multi-roll plus a field spell plus a link. I'm like, oh my god, enter battle phase. And then they're like, oh, awkward. And then you just go +7, and you're like, okay, cool. 2 banker tops. So I don't know if you guys know, but this is an amazing card. Big Daddy banker tops. He comes down and he thrashes, man. He is so good. He attacks. He attacks over things, and then if they try to out him while he's attacking over it, it's like, okay, tribute, get rid of something. Like against Alter Guys, this is just the nut card. You just want to draw it every time. So definitely add him in. And then we got my girl Ash Blossom back in Secret Rare. Oh man, missed him. All right, cool. That is it for the deck profile. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys soon. I have cards. I can make deck profiles now. All right, peace.